happens every time I think about you. I bet this isn't how you remember me at all. 'Cause I go on.
So we are headed to Betty's Beach Campground. And so what I do, I've got a notes app, and whenever I see something on social media that looks cool, or if I get a follower recommend somewhere, I always add it to this. It's called Places to Go, and it's a very, very long growing list. So this is one of the places on my list to go. But apparently it can be quite steep getting into this campground with limited turning. So I get a bit nervous about situations like that, so we're going to assess once we get there and decide whether it's accessible for Gypsy. I'm sure it'll be fun. Everything's always working out for me, it'll be fun. So yes, it has been raining a lot the last couple of days, but today's been clear, so it does say it can get a bit muddy as well if there's been a lot of rain. So anyway, we'll just go check it out. So I think you can turn right to go to another campground down there, which I've got to admit, that looks pretty freaking amazing. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll go up to this one first. Oh, Godfather. Can you see that? Far out. Far out. Yes, I think there is a campground down there as well, which I might go to as well. Let's see how we go with this one first. Wowzers. Oh man, I feel like I'm on the edge of the world. I'm just gonna go so slow because I don't want to go riding off the edge. Sight. Wow. Oh. That's crazy. How friggin' lucky am I to live in this country? Down here. I didn't think caravans were allowed down here. How on earth did that caravan get down here? I'm not a caravan owner, never have been, so maybe I'm being over worried, but jeez. Wow. Pinching myself. Let there be a spot for me. Day parking only. Spots, I reckon. Number 5 looks good. flat now. I can't quite believe this. I don't have reception, but obviously I've got my STARLINK and we are out in the sun here, so I'm going to be able to charge my solar panels, which means I can stay off grid longer. My battery's at 61 at the moment. Oh, let's go look at the beach. Oh, it's like little huts. You can actually go in. This is crazy. So you could actually be like, just pull into all these little places if you're four-wheel driving. Wow. I couldn't park in here, I'd get bogged. Look at that.
Every time I think about you, I bet this isn't how you remember me at all. 'Cause I go one step closer to bed before the midnight hour, and I'm just waiting for a faded lift ride home. One step closer to bed before the midnight.
Well, I think I'm in love and I never want to leave. Every time I think, oh, I found the best campground in Australia. No. And don't get me wrong, like so many campgrounds have, like they're amazing for different reasons. Anyway, I wasn't very prepared when I came here. I get really excited and in a rush to get there when I make a decision. And I did have a shower. But I wanted to fill up my other tank before I left, but there were all these cars parked where I was normally going to fill up my tank. And then I was like, oh, I can probably stretch it out. I just won't wash as many dishes. And then I remembered I actually still have some water on my roof, which has been there since Exmouth. So I won't drink it, but I could use that just to wash dishes. So yeah, I think I'll get that down and utilize that water while I'm here. I'm hoping because I'm out in the sun that I'll be alright for power, although I think it is going to be raining on and off, but anyway, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I do have to use my STARLINK, so that means that, you know, that's going to be drawing power. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I'm pretty excited to be here. I think though once I have to move that yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get back because you can't book these campgrounds. So this one's free, which blows me away. You know, there's toilets here, drop toilets, but still toilets, and it's free and it's just amazing. Anyway, if I could last, you know, 2 or 3 days here, I'd be really happy. And then I think there's some other campgrounds around, so maybe if I drive to those, then, you know, anyway, it's during the week at the moment, so I think it's, you know, I don't think I'll be fighting too many people for spots. So this is my water setup, and I only drink filtered water. So this is a Phoenix Gravity water filter, and so inside you've got carbon filters which filter out all any bad bugs and chemicals and things. And then in the bottom section I actually bought the added fluoride filters, so that will filter out all the fluoride as well. And I have to admit it does work pretty good. I can taste a lot because I just drink plain tea. So what I'm going to do, this tank is empty, this one is full to about here, so I'm going to use this as drinking water. I'm going to move that one over to here, and then this one here that was on top of my roof, I will put it over here because my pump and hose go in here. So if I put this one, smaller one, over here, then the hose won't reach properly. So that's what I'm going to do. That's already quite full because I filled it up before I came, so I'm not going to put any water in there now. Actually, I think I'm just going to pour it into here, and then I can put that other container straight back up on the roof. I might do that outside so I don't spill it because I'm terrible with water. was saying that the whales have been coming through here every day, and so I'm a little bit excited. He said usually about now and in the mornings. Oh, I'm just about to walk through a bunch of midgies, yay. Yeah, so that'd be cool. I was going to take my sup out on Wednesday because it's going to be good weather Wednesday. So wouldn't that be amazing? Go supping with whales again. Yeah, but my drone is charged, so if I do see them, I might be scurrying pretty quickly across these rocks back to get the drone. I don't really want to put my blinds up yet because it's still light and it's beautiful out there, but it's close to 6 o'clock and it's going to get a little bit chill tonight, I think, so I'm going to get my window coverings up now. Oh, I'm quite exhausted. I've been awake since 5. Been running around trying to find a campground for the night, so I'm pretty tired. But yeah, I'm so, it's days like this where I find magic places like this and I just think, God, I love my life. Like, so it's just, oh, I'm looking out my window and it's ocean and these mountains, hills, cliffs, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Excuse my dishes. I'm trying not to do dishes because I don't want to waste too much water. I want to try and stay here as long as possible. I'm not going to cook tonight because I'm down to 59%. Hopefully if I don't cook tomorrow as well, I can keep my power up because the sun will be out and I'll be able to charge via my solar panels. Anyway, so let's see what we've got. I think I've got a bit of chicken left. Oh, that's right. I bought sushi today, I forgot. And I do have some leftover chicken. The sushi might be enough. I might just have that for now because I'm pretty whacked actually. So I'm just going to sit and have sushi and watch something on the laptop for a bit.
For office, there are like a million rules of what you can and cannot do. Yes. And because I work for the government, I am not allowed to do anything campaign related inside a government building.
It's been pretty much full cloud coverage all day. So my battery is at 41% and it's been at that all day. So that's the good thing, is I'm maintaining it. Even though I've had my inverter on with my STARLINK all day, and I'm charging my laptop and cameras and stuff, but I haven't, and I did use it to boil the kettle, but I haven't been using it for cooking. I didn't cook last night, but I want to just reheat some food that I made the other day. So I think I might just turn my van on and cook while my van's turned on. I really don't like doing that, but yeah, I feel like I don't have much of a choice at the minute. It's going to be overcast tomorrow as well, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not going to get any sun till the day after that. It's a bit of a bugger. Anyway, I also need to do the dishes before I start cooking because I've got to clean my Instant pot before I can use it again. So that's the first dishes I've been doing. So the water situation is okay. I reckon I can last probably another 5 days on the water I've got, but probably a bit more. So it's just the power, just the power. Anyway. Okay, so I've just got, some meat and veg, and it won't take long. Like, it'll take 5 minutes in the Instant Pot to heat it up, but I will need probably another 5 minutes for the Instant Pot to get to that heated point. I do have all my vans shut up because I don't want the smell of the van coming back into the van. I didn't have anyone next to me in this campsite, but they have just pulled up, this family, so I do feel a little bit bad, but they've been running their vehicle for the last 10-15 minutes trying to park the van, so swings and roundabouts. I've decided I'm not going to wait for it to get to full heat because there's enough heat on there that's going to start heating the food straight away. So I'll just put a little bit of oil on the bottom. I'll just chuck it in there. Going for about 3 or 4 minutes and my battery percentage hasn't changed. It's just still sitting at 42%. The kids have been crying and screaming since they got here. Let it go. Everyone deserves to be out camping, Christy. So that's good. I ran it for just under 10 minutes, maybe close to 10 minutes, and I only dropped 1%. So that's pretty cool to know that I can still reheat a meal and not really lose any battery power. Don't particularly like running the van while I do it, but it was only 10 minutes, so not so bad, I think. Yeah, but I'm just going to leave that food still in the Instant Pot for a little bit because there's still quite a bit of heat in there. Just keeps it, warming up for a little bit more. There's quite a lot of steam coming off there, so yeah. I've just been sitting here having a bit of a happy cry because I'm having one of those moments, and I don't know, I've had a few of these moments throughout the last few years where I'm just sort of overcome by emotion when I'm in certain places, and I was attributing it to there being something spiritual about that particular place. But I think I'm just coming to recognise that it's just me seeing the beauty in where I am. I just get overwhelmed by how amazing it is and how intricate everything is. And I'm sitting here reflecting on when I was a child, Mum, she said I used to, when we'd go down the beach, we spent a lot of the time at the beach when I was a kid, and wherever we were, Mum said we always wound up with a ring of rubbish around where we were sitting, because I would pick up all the bits of rubbish off the beach. Case in point. And she says that I also used to sit there for hours just watching ants. And I think about those two things often, because I'm still doing those two things. And I really believe that when we're younger, we get clues about what we're passionate about in life and what our path is in life. I think it's just, as adults, we need to try and remember them. Yeah. Not sure if these can be used, but pretty cool. There's a few of these little shacks sort of placed around the place, so yeah. Not a bad little place to live. Look at that. I was talking to my fisherman friend, because he's local to the area for a long time, so he seems to know a lot about the area. And I was asking him about these shacks here, and they're the salmon fisherman shacks. So they come here for like 3 months of the year. I think he said from up until February, December to February maybe? Anyway, maybe I'll look that up. And so they're on a 99-year lease with these shacks, and so they come here and then they throw a net out into the bay. They sort of herd the salmon into the bay somehow, and then they throw a net over and do the salmon fishing. But he said that the salmon processing, or the fish plant in town has shut down, so he's not sure if they're going to be doing as much fishing anymore, because they're commercial fishermen, making money off the salmon. So yeah, interesting. There you go. I've been debating what to do this morning, because my battery's down to 27%. And when I think about it, I'm on a 200 amp hour battery now. So if I was on my 100 amp hour battery, that would have been like, over 50% before. So I could probably still, get another day out of it and potentially scrape through till the morning, because my fridge uses power overnight. But I don't know. I'm just sort of, the sun is out at the moment. It's quite beautiful out there, but it's going to get cloudy. So anyway, let's think positive. It's only going to be clouds here and there. So if the sun comes out, then I will feel comfortable that my power will go up a little bit today, and I can probably stay another day. But yeah, after that, I think tomorrow I'll definitely have to go back into town. I've got to stock up on food and water and shower, and yeah, once again, every time I go off grid, the power really bugs me, so it's obviously something I need to action. Well, that was an interesting exercise. Based on yesterday, when I heated up my food, I ran my van while I used my Instant Pot on the saute mode for about 10 minutes, and I didn't drop any battery power, but I just run my kettle, and my kettle normally draws about 3% when I use it, and I had my car running, but it still dropped 3%. So I think because the kettle is drawing much more power at once, yeah, having the car on is not making much of a difference. So there you go. Mostly because I'm trying to conserve power, I haven't been cooking my breakfast. So what have I been having? I happened to actually just stew some apples before I came here. That was just out of pure luck, that wasn't planned. And I have blueberries, and I've also got some gluten-free Wheat Bix here, which is, what has it got in it? Coconut, cinnamon. I think they're made from sorghum, mainly. Yeah. 70% sorghum. So I've just been having a couple of these mixed with the blueberries and the apples for breakfast. It's not very exciting, but you know, it still fills the tummy and I'm not using up my power. I've decided to move because my battery is just not charging and it's pretty overcast today, so let's go back into town. We'll stock up on water and food and have a shower, and we'll see if we come back here maybe, or yeah, I don't know, might try another site.